Governor Scott Walker of Wisconsin continues to get more positive attention to his presidential campaign, but is he ready for prime time? Governor Scott Walker of Wisconsin is continuing to get a lot of good buzz for his new presidential campaign because he seems to be the only candidate who genuinely excites the grassroots conservative base and is seen as acceptable, widely acceptable to the party establishment. And he did come in second in the CPAC voting over the weekend. His speech was fairly well received. Rand Paul came in first, but Rand Paul is not considered to be acceptable to most of the mainstream Republican Party establishment. But what's really going on with Scott Walker? He's had a number of stumbles with the media recently. The most recent one over the weekend, he was asked to name the single most important foreign policy decision in his lifetime made by a politician. His answer was when Ronald Reagan fired the air traffic controllers and their union and busted their union. Really? Now, folks, for those of you who are conservatives, Republicans, Reagan fans, chances are you liked what Reagan did there. You approved of how he broke the government union. However, it is more than a bit of a stretch to claim that that was the greatest foreign policy decision ever in Governor Walker's lifetime. It just seemed like too much sort of a cheap, gimmicky way to remind people, if you're Scott Walker, hey, I'm like Reagan because I shut down unions too. It reminds me of the old cliche, if every single problem starts to look like a nail if all you have is a hammer. If the only thing he can talk about is busting unions, that's going to be extremely limiting in a presidential campaign. And at some point, you end up like Rudy Giuliani, who seemingly could never utter a single sentence when he ran for president without shoehorning 9/11 in, whether it was relevant or not. Scott Walker is going to have to broaden himself. He's going to have to do more homework, get a better base of advisors, rehearse more, so that he can start to sound intelligent. Now, it's not too late for him, but the election isn't 4 years away either. The Republican Party establishment is scrutinizing the candidates carefully. They're making financial commitments now. It's not too late for Scott Walker to change, but he better start hitting the books.